to the point of burnout is self-harm. Isolating yourself, repeatedly allowing abusive people into your life, canceling doctor's appointments, skipping medications, eating too much or too little are also forms of self-harm. Self-harm is rooted in negative thinking. If self-harming, honestly ask yourself, why am I choosing this behavior? Journal about it. Ultimately, recovery from self-harm is learning to love yourself. So whether you cut, isolate, or struggled with disordered eating, be patient, but seek professional help.
For questions or more resources, text 258-1029.
Joining me now to talk a little bit about his performance this weekend at the Wines of the San Juan, Austin Giorgio is joining me from where else? Rochester, New York. Austin, good morning.
Scott, how are you, man? Thanks for having me.
I'm okay. It's great to talk to you. And as I mentioned, we grew up around the same place, right? Right there in upstate New York.
That's right. Honestly, small world.
Small world. No kidding. So here you are from Rochester, New York, and you're coming out to Wines of the San Juan to perform on Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's your first trip to New Mexico, you told me.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know what? I'm excited because I think now there's going to be a beautiful time, but I might get deep fried in the sun. So I'm looking forward to that compared to New York. We're
going to have lots of sunshine. That is for sure. And but it's not quite as hot as it has been, so don't have to worry too much about that. But you were a contestant on The Voice back in 2018, and so talk to me about that experience. I mean, did you enjoy yourself while you were there?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what, Scott? I think it was different. Everyone has their own experiences with it. In a nutshell, loved it. Great experience. Helped me tremendously. I think what more importantly is I didn't get my first singing gig until 2 months before that, and I didn't start posting or really taking myself serious until like 4 months before that.
Wow.
And so for me, it was more like, I wanted to run a bicycle business. I wanted to run a furniture shop. Like singing was just not my thing. It was my dad's thing in his band. And I would sing every once a year, maybe 2 times a year, because my mom forced me. So The Voice, really, I had nothing to lose. So I went into this thing with no stress, no worries. Like, listen, I like Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé. I'm just going to be them on stage because I love them. And I think the greatest thing the show's done is it's now learned that I am my own project for my life. And I got to become an artist to really help the next generation. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to make good music for the next generation of,
nice. Yeah, well, and that's what I wanted to ask you about too, because your style of music and the music that you sang on the program is maybe a little different than popular music today, right? I mean, you really go with those classics. You're described as a crooner, and so is that the style of music that you enjoy performing?
Yeah, well, it's the style of singing I prefer. I obviously grew up, I got Ella Fitzgerald in the back.
Yeah,
I grew up on old jazz, like that was the pop music of that day.
Right.
So I think to answer that question is, I love singing music that has good messages. The reason why I listened to a lot of old music before I was really a singer is it always had good messages, and I love the music. Obviously, I wish it sounded a little bit more up to scale of production, which is fun now because Kelly Clarkson really opened my eyes when she gave me that advice of Austin, take what you love from crooning, listen to all different genres. I'm slowly getting into new stuff. I'm in the 70s now, so I'm listening to Ambrosia, and just take what you love and make it new. Don't just echo the past. Make some new stuff. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a lot of croon pop music. So you hear it a lot in country, not so much in pop culture.
Right. Well, and speaking of country, I'm sure you know that the Voice champion Chevelle Shepherd is from right here in Farmington, New Mexico, right?
I didn't. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to message her.
Right? Yeah, you guys are going to be here together. I would think if she's in town. She travels all over the place, but that's our little claim to fame too. So it's pretty amazing that the two of you share that in common, obviously.
Yeah, I got it. Oh my God, I'll message her after this. It's awesome.
Okay, well, we hope you will. Now, you are on tour. You're in Rochester today, but you tell me that you'll be stopping in Arizona before you get to New Mexico this weekend?
Yep, so we got every show we do is usually 3 back-to-back, and I got a couple days off and then back. So right now I'm writing and getting some music done in the meantime, and then off to the West Coast.
Okay. And so obviously The Voice has been very helpful in kind of launching your career, would you say? I mean, you're getting a lot more exposure from your appearance a year ago on The Voice?
Yeah, you know what? Again, coming from someone that, comes from that the business background, not so much the music. Like, this is all really fresh and new to me to, like, kind of like, put some emotion into a song and express how you feel and things like that. I think what's honestly helped me more is honestly my work ethic and, like, the people around me that have been helping. Because I think anyone that wants to pursue, whether it's a business, a music, something, you know, it's only going to go so far, and so it, like, really comes into work and, like, putting the right people around you, and thankfully I've had good opportunities, you know.
Right, understood. Well, Austin, I want to play a clip of your performance from The Voice, so let's take a look and a listen if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the wall? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep, I keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. A sunshine enough to spread. It's just like that fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? My head.
We're listening to a little bit of Austin Giorgio from his performance on The Voice in 2018. Austin is joining me via Skype today from Rochester, New York, his hometown. And Austin, what kind of music are you going to be singing for us on Sunday at Wines of the San Juan?
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it easy for you. My music today is like combining John Mayer, Michael Bublé, and a little bit of Drake. So it's a very classy, family-friendly sound.
Is it? Okay. Very good. And so, and again, you're coming to us from Phoenix, and then from here, where are you going next?
Off that is off to Utica, upstate New York.
Back to New York.
Wait, is it Utica that week? I believe it's Utica that week, right after that.
Okay. All right. So you're a busy guy, is what you're telling us.
I'm just trying to spread music, man. Yeah.
Okay. Now, before we go, I want to ask a little bit of advice. If you had any advice for some other folks who are watching us, listening to us, who want to get into the music business, who love to sing like you do and want to share their music with the world, what's your any words of advice for those aspiring artists out there?
Yeah, if you're a singer, painter, dancer, whatever you want to do, you got to do it. And if you don't, then give up on it because you don't got the work drive to do it. You got to just jump and try it.
Stick with it, I guess?
Stick with it and jump.
All right.
That's advice.
There you go. Austin Giorgio, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it very much. We'll see you Sunday, September 29th, 2 p.m. at Wines of the San Juan, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Right. You're very welcome. Thanks so much. That's
Thank you.
Austin Giorgio, everyone, from The Voice 2018. He'll be here, Wines of the San Juan, on Sunday at 2 o'clock for a performance here in San Juan County. I'll be back with more in just a moment. This is KSJE.
Expand your knowledge with the Academic Minute. Each day, travel with us around the world to learn what professors are researching within their specialties and be the first in the know. Listen as we discover the newest green innovations, research the behavioral patterns of animals, and examine how the arts are being studied today. You'll find it all on the Academic Minute.
Listen every weekday afternoon